turn on the news to selected stories. Stabbings, shootings, rape on my streets. 2 decades on and it still haunts me. If only you could see what I see. I ask for your time and an open mind. Follow me on one small journey. Visit the place I call home, and just maybe, Mr. Handsworth can change your view on its history.
My name is Hector Pinkney from the Dojo Community Project. I arrived in Birmingham in 1962. My community work entails of everything and anything. Even if it's just grabbing a broom to sweep up the place, picking up litter on the street, helping somebody across the road, it's anything. Well, the community is a family, and it's important that the family help each other and share with each other. You know, when I arrived and seen so many people coming through this door, you know what I'm saying? It was a joy to see people coming through a door that you don't normally see. Well, to me, because I was young, some of it I didn't really understand, but growing up and seeing the changes that needed to be made in our community, I've seen ups and downs within communities, and bringing unity to a community is what I inspired to do what my mother do, to see different nations coming through this door, especially, you know what I mean, blacks, Asians, all nations pass through this door. So it was good to see that my mom was bringing people together. Growing up in Handsworth, it was lovely, because even though we had difficult times, what kept us together was the unity within the family, and having a family values embedded into us from we were kids, to share with each other and to be there for somebody else. Those are my view, is to try to help and to relate to who comes to our door and help each other as a family, no matter what background you're from.
Hector, he has a heart of gold. He's a humanist. I think that sums up Hector. He wants to do everything for everybody. Nothing phases him. If he sees someone out there that needs help, that's Hector.
I've met Hector many years ago. Hector and me were kind of business partners in a way. He runs Dojo, I run Jellybeans, and they're in partnership together. He's a good friend of my dad's, so but most people know him from the library. Hector's a security guard at the library for many years, and everybody knew Hector from the library.
When I started working at the library, the feedback that I got is that the color of my skin plays a part of it. And the Asian folks especially, they used to just hold onto their handbags and take their kids and shuffle them behind them, thinking that, you know, because the color of my skin plays a part. Really, I think they would be expecting to see a white person at the door instead of a black person at the door. But growing up over the years and setting an example for others, I find that that stopped after they got to know who I was. And it got better and better. So therefore, it was just a stigma behind it.
Call me a hoodlum carrying a knife, because I was born into this stereotype. I was too young to understand at first. In time, I saw Handsworth for its worst. But these are the streets that I learned to walk on. These are the people that I have always seen. This is the neighbourhood I grew up in, and taught me the differences within morality.
The media always focus on one thing, the riots. And if they keep on focusing on the riots, it will always be classed as a riot area, a no-go area. We want people to be thinking, we've heard of this Handsworth, it's a vibrant area, rich area. The opportunity for business is enormous, but we still have that struggle where we can't evolve from the riots to something that is better.
I don't think anyone can share an accurate portrayal of the community unless they've lived in it. I'm looking from the outside. I can look from the outside at what's happening across the world, like what's happening in America, and I could say, oh, this is what it's like. And until I live there, I can't accurately tell you what's happening in that area. I think you have to live in the area to be able to tell people about that area. The only voices that should be heard in the area is the people that live in it.
I realise there's a lot of it because it's obviously a lot of past tense, and there is obviously a few things that are in the present as well, but it's really about the mindsets of how people see the negatives of an area, because lots of areas besides Handsworth have lots of negatives. Hector is a really wonderful person. You can't meet probably a more wonderful person that's really integrated into a community, and it's a very rare amount of people that know a community so well, and considering the size of it, and I feel that he's one of those people that will just go down in history, you know, past, present, future tense, really.
He's brought a lot of people together. He's broken barriers. He sees differences, uses them, but puts them on one side. And he's full of fun. When you're out and about, Hector's always there, you know, and he can make you laugh, he can get you involved. That's Mr. Handsworth. That's what he does.
My secret is love of people. And always be there for somebody, because one day I'm going to need somebody there to be there for me. Things have been written and things have been documented about Handsworth, but the true light of Handsworth is for them to come in and see what Handsworth is about before they can talk about Handsworth.
Stories vary, but the moral stays the same. It only takes one person to help start a change. Mr. Handsworth, the hero of the community, you shared with us your wisdom and taught us the strength of unity.